everyone, and welcome to another video by Autumn Vine Creations. My name is Estelle. Now my next door neighbor has moved in, and today we're going to welcome them. I'm going to bake them some vanilla cupcakes with cream cheese frosting on it, and I want to create a nice welcome card for them. So this card is going to use quite a few elements. The first one you see here already. I have used watercolor paper, cold press watercolor paper, a very thick one, a 300 GSM, and a stencil. And I'm using my Lawn Fawn inks to create a blue and green ombre look on my background. Now the colors that I've used from Lawn Fawn is mermaid, celery stick, peacock, freshly cut grass, and fish tank. Now after you have used your stencil, always clean it nicely just for next time to prevent any of the previous ink to move to your next project. And I always use cheap baby wipes from our whatever grocery store I shop at that week. Now I'm also going to use a stamp, a background stamp with fish tank blue from Lawn Fawn, and just to create a more interesting background. Now this is going to look like a very busy background, but you will see later on I'm also going to use a Mod Podge effect in the corners with paper serviettes, and then the whole thing come together. So at this stage it actually looked quite ugly to me, but let's just see it through to the end and see how it plays out. Now you can see that my hands were very dirty there, so I just went to wash my hands before I carried on. There you can see how the background stamp look on the stencil background. You will see that I have used my silhouette. I actually just quickly need to tell you the story. I didn't have a very good relationship with my silhouette initially. It has done very strange things sometimes, and I sent it in for a much needed service, and now we are really creating some beautiful stuff together. So I have cut the word welcome from black cardstock, you know, the fine detail welcome, and then I used my offset function, and I have created a background for it in a glitter blue. So that I think is going to look beautiful. So here you will see me using a paper serviette, and I'm fussy cutting just flowers that I'm going to put in the corner. Now you know paper serviette has multiple layers, normally 3, and I'm only using the top layer. So after I've cut it, and I'm just here playing a little bit to see how the whole card will play out, I'm going to remove the other layers and just put the top layer on the card. So I'm using Mod Podge, and I'm just painting a little bit of Mod Podge here in the corners where I'm going to place the flowers just to stick it, and then I am going to use more Mod Podge over the flower to make sure that none of the corners lift. So I'm also going to put Mod Podge right over the rest of the card to give it that nice finished feeling. So now we have to put it aside for quite some time to dry, cleaning the workspace here, and now I'm going to assemble my word welcome. Now this is my fine tip applicator, and I have put Mod Podge on the inside because I found that Mod Podge is a very nice adhesive to use. It doesn't come apart, and it works very well. So there you can see how the whole thing played out. Now, by now you know I love glossy accents, so I'm going to cover the whole black welcome in glossy accents just to give it a nice little accent and a raise. And that also will have to be set aside for quite some time to dry, because there's now a lot of glossy accents that need to dry. Alright, so there's the finished background. You can see how it looks with the stencil, the stamping, and then the paper serviette that I've put on with Mod Podge. So now we have to start to assemble the card, and I just trimmed the background down a little bit and decided that I need a piece of black cardstock. So here you can see that's the cardstock that I've used to cut the welcome from. So my cards, I normally use a 15 by 15 centimeter card base, and then from there I work how many layers I obviously want to use. Will depend, the size of each layer. So here I have 2 layers. So the black cardstock I made 14.5 by 14.5 centimeters, and then the stamped and stenciled background 14 by 14. I have used some 3-dimensional foam tape to just lift the stenciled and stamped background from the black background. The black just form a little bit of a frame around it. And there you can see my foam sticking out. So I'm just using my craft knife to remove that. Now I'm just going to assemble the whole card, putting the welcome in the middle, using some nice bling. I saw on Instagram this morning, if in doubt, use sequins. So that's almost my motto as well. I'm going to use gold and copper sequins just to round off the card. Now you will see here I use my pickup tool. Now pickup tool is something that has, it almost feels like it has press stick in the tip, and if you turn the tip then more press stick come out. So it's something sticky that you can lift your sequins with. This is a Silhouette brand, but you also get other brands, and it is definitely a very helpful and handy tool to have when you work with fine embellishments and things like sequins, etc. Okay, so I think there we more or less have the final card, and I am now just going to zoom in so that you can see how the background came out, the welcome with the glossy accents on it, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So here's the final gift. I've created an envelope, I've stenciled it a little bit to just fit in with the theme, baked them some cupcakes, and off we go to welcome our neighbors. Thank you very much everyone for watching, and please have a look at my website. It is live since yesterday, www.autumnvinecreations.co.za. See you soon.